Hereby called to order. Here in Charlotte County, we will achieve our vision of student success through our mission. We will provide an innovative educational environment that allows and inspires success for everyone. To lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag today, I'm going to invite, who will be recognized later in our meeting, our new Teacher of the Year, Maureen Zerbone, and our Support Employee of the Year, Vicki Tuttle. So if you all could please stand and join us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Before I ask the superintendent if there are any additions or corrections to tonight's agenda, those of you who are looking over here notice the name in front of the superintendent says Dr. Douglas Whitaker, who is not sitting beside me. We have Dr. Donna Widmeyer, who's our deputy superintendent here in Charlotte County. We do kind of a training program for some of our senior leadership, so they sit in from time to time as acting superintendent. So Dr. Widmeyer, as acting superintendent today, do we have any additions or corrections to tonight's agenda?
Yes, ma'am, we do. We'd like to pull two items from the agenda. We'd like to pull under G1E payment requests, the Division of Administrative Hearings pay request, and under G1H, under contracts, the Educational Funding Partners, LLC.
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we pull item G1E, the Division of Administrative Hearings payment request, and item G1H, the Education Funding Partners Contract Agreement. Is there any board discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That motion carries unanimously. Next item on the agenda are the reports, and I believe we're going to be going down front.
We have several reports, all of which we will be down front for, and the first three, I'd like to call on Ellen Harvey, who will be taking us through the first one, which is Kids Tag Art Project.
Free them up in 2 minutes. It's so nice to see all of you here. We have these board meetings all the time and performances all the time. Come out. The Division of Learning would like to recognize the Kids Tag Art fundraiser. This was created by Vicki Potts, the tax collector of Charlotte County. Kids Tag Art raises money from 5th grade artwork to create license plates that may be purchased and displayed on the front of the vehicle. The art programs at the elementary schools will receive all the proceeds from the sales of the license plates. The tags can be viewed and purchased on the tax collector's website, cctaxcol.com/kidsart. And the sponsor for this project is Lamarca Insurance. I'd like to introduce Vicki Potts, Charlotte County tax collector, to come forward. And immediately after the children have been recognized, if you'd like to move into the reception room, then you could chat quietly, and we'll continue the board meeting.
Thank you. Thank you, Ellen. This has been such an exciting project. First of all, I knew the arts departments in the schools weren't getting a whole lot of money, but I was just totally shocked when I found out how much money they didn't get. So this has been real exciting for us and exciting for the 5th graders. I can't believe the artwork. If you guys haven't seen it, you just got to go see it because it is just unbelievable. This originated in Polk County, and let me tell you, Charlotte County 5th graders, you have done better. You're the best in the state. Let me tell you, they're just great. Yes, I would like for the art teachers to please come up. You guys, thank you so much for working on this project with your students. To date, right this minute, we haven't even put them out on the website for sale, but right now we have collected $2,603.25 for Kids Tag Art. That money's gone right back to the schools. These are your art teachers. Thank you, guys. You have just been great. So, anyway, I want to get going. First award, I would like for Sheriff Bill Cameron to come forward. This is a sheriff's pick. And we've had a lot of fun doing this, judging these, picking them out. We're like fighting over which one we get to pick for our own. So, Sheriff Cameron?
Is Sophia Morjan here? My pick was Sophia's art, and it's just awesome.
Sophia from Deep Creek Elementary. And this program could not have been even, we couldn't have done anything without Michael Lamarco Insurance. Michael, please come up here. Michael was the sponsor. He donated $5,000 for us to do this project. And without Lamarco Insurance, we would still be sitting in our office wishing.
I think all the art was great. Everybody did a great job. My pick was Mac Hoover.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The superintendent's not here?
He's not here, so we'll just go ahead and give his award. I'll do it.
You'll do it? Okay. All right. The superintendent picked a tag for his tag art choice, Douglas Whitaker. He's not here this evening, so Ellen will be presenting the award to
Keely Anini from Deep Creek.
Okay, the Clef Award. Who's here from Clef? Mary. This was a great one, too.
Our dolphins. It's Bridget Gross. I've already seen her.
Yeah. Also from Deep Creek Elementary. One, two, three, four, five. Mine, oh yeah, the tax collector's choice. I love this one. My choice was from Myakka River Elementary, Kelsey Liddy. Kelsey, what a great plate. Wait. Kelsey, Mama. So hold up the thing. Got it. Thank you. Okay. Those were the 5 awards. And Michael, you want to come up here with us and do these? For the school awards, there was 2 winners from each school. So when I call your name, please come up. You want to call the names or hand out the certificates?
it.
Okay. From East Elementary School, Morgan Cordell and Raven Weeks. Okay. Raven's on her way, so if she does come in, we will make her run up here and get her certificate. Morgan?
No.
Nope. Dora.
No.
They're the wrong ones. Here's Morgan.
Great.
Here you go. And if you guys want to, so we can get a really good picture, if all the kids will just kind of stay right here so we can get a good picture. Yeah. All right. From Deep Creek Elementary, Natalie Kalinowski. Is that right? Kalinowski. And Kelly Breeze.
Kelly Breeze.
From Kingsway Elementary, Joshua Barber and Sonny Simpson. Joshua? From Sally Jones Elementary, Daniel Barker and Madison Ruland. Thank you. Congratulations. From Liberty Elementary, Alicia Toth and Caden Markham. Alicia Toth. From Meadow Park Elementary, Oriana Gore and Ashley Misa. From Myakka River Elementary, Shauna Slatterly and Leanna Kelly. From Neil Armstrong Elementary, Tracia Robillard and Isabel Smith. From Peace River Elementary, Natalie Campos and Skylar Rupert. Thank you. And from Vineland Elementary, Katia Watterson and Aubrey Corcoran. You guys, this has been a wonderful project, and hopefully we will be able to continue this in the future. Thank you, kids. They're just amazing, and I love every single one of them. That I really appreciate the hard work that you guys all put into it. And thank you, everyone, and thank you again to Lamarco Insurance.
I just want to comment on behalf of Dr. Whitaker, who unfortunately was not able to be with us this evening, and he loves this sort of thing when children have wonderful recognitions like this. Unfortunately, he's recovering from just a little bit of knee surgery. I spoke with him this afternoon, and he told me to make sure that I extend his best wishes and congratulations to everyone, to the children and to the parents. Thank you.
And one last thing. Thank you, art teachers.
And if you'd like to go back into the reception room, and Vicki Potts will say hello to all the parents, and thank you so much. As we're moving, we're going to bring up our fair scholarship winners. So if you could please move quietly into that back room, that would be terrific. I know what is so about this.
They're excited.
Okay, the Division of Learning would like to recognize the Charlotte County Fair Board for their generous contributions to our visual arts program, K through 12. Every year, the Charlotte County Fair has 10,000 square feet of artwork. That's all Charlotte County Public Schools. Every grade level has 3 winners. They receive giant ribbons, they receive tickets to the fair, and of course, their work is on display. Additionally, $1,000 in scholarships are given to each of our high schools in both art and performance. It has been a wonderful give back to our schools. I'd like to introduce Elias Massey from the Fair Board.
Thank you, Ellen. Good evening, members of the school board, teachers and students, and members of the public in the audience tonight. I welcome you all and thank you for coming out to recognize some of the fine work of some of Charlotte County's best and brightest. Each year since 1989, the Charlotte County Fair Association has worked with the public and worked in conjunction with the Charlotte County school system to put on a forum for students to come out and display the work that they're doing in the arts, in crafts, and in agriculture. Tonight we have the wonderful opportunity to recognize some of those works and to also thank the students for the contributions that they make, because frankly, without the artistic and agricultural work that the students contribute to the fair, it would not be possible. So again, thank you all for coming out tonight, and would like to recognize these young students and wish them the best as they go on with their future endeavors and hopefully give them something to help them start with. And there's a couple of awards to each high school. We'll start with my alma mater, Charlotte High. The Performance Art Award is going to Brianna Hill. You're welcome. And there are 2 visual art awards. The first to Nicole Palumbo. And the next to Claudia Rodriguez. Congratulations, nice work. From Lemon Bay High School, the From Lemon Bay, the Performance Art Award to Josiah Park. Congratulations. Eve Grissinger. For visual arts, Larissa Fisher. I'm sorry. Tessa Savini. And from Port Charlotte High School, the Performance Art Award to Alex Hinand. And Performance Art Award to Michelle Neal. And the Visual Art Award for Lemon Bay High School to Autumn Hutton.
Port Charlotte.
I'm sorry, Port Charlotte High School.
We'd like to thank the Fair Board because the scholarship money can be used for anything in post-secondary schools, and that is a great luxury. The students receive their scholarships this summer after they've shown proof of registration. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, it is about the kids and arts tonight. I'm on a high. I don't know about you guys. Anytime there's arts and kids, I'm all excited. Finally, our last recognition, and I would like to bring up Commander Jeannie Anderson and Pat Venuto, the chairman of the poster contest from the Peace River Sail and Power Squadron. This poster contest went a long way. We went to nationals, and we won 3 out of the 9 places in nationals. So we figured we needed to recognize them at a board meeting because it's the first time we've really done a poster contest on water safety. Now, people call me for poster contests every week, and sometimes the teachers will do them and sometimes they won't. It just depends on time, curriculum, money, lots and lots of different things. But we had 2 teachers totally embrace this, L.A. Ainger, Chris Broyles, and Deep Creek, which won so many from the tag art, Deb Schulte, and I believe that she is still in the room. If you 2 teachers could come forward.
Hi, good evening. This was quite an honor for the Power Squadron as well as for all the children in the Charlotte District Schools. We have never been involved in this poster contest before. It's been going on for quite a while. A member from the Vero Beach Power and Sail Squadron was very interested in keeping children aware of water safety and boating safety, so he decided to sponsor this contest through squadrons, which are local. We have we're Squadron 22 here in Peace River, and I believe there are 23. We 23 and 18. We have 18 squadrons in our district. So from district, all these posters that we chose from our squadron level went up to district. So they competed with posters from 18 other districts. And from there, the winners went on to national, which is about 480 squadrons. So this was quite an honor for these children who won. I would like to bring up Letitia Nina. We had 3 age levels, and Letitia won 3rd place overall, a national, in her age group. Here you are, Letitia. Yes, and thanks to Deb Schulte. She was wonderful. We had probably, when I approached Ellen Harvey with this, I was expecting we might get 30, 40 posters. We ended up with, about 150 plus posters from all the children. So it was very difficult for us to choose 3 place winners from each of the 3 age groups. And then they went on to district, and lo and behold, we won 1st place in all 3 age groups. And all those 3 went on to national then. So these kids really, really did a great job, and they really should be proud of themselves because they competed with children from all over the country. And that was quite an honor for them and for us. Our next third place winner is Carissa Lawson. The theme on this was Be a Survivor, Wear It. So they had to make a poster that showed usually a life vest in there somewhere, and they also had to have the words Be a Survivor, Wear It on the poster at some place.
This is Carissa's right here. We just got the two confused. Oh, yeah, that's
Carissa.
okay.
Carissa was first place.
Okay.
Whoa, this is better. Carissa got first place. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. Now we have Samantha DiPiazza, and she placed third in her age group. That's it. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for giving us that opportunity to recognize the students in art and performance.
Oh, it's nice to meet you.
I think we can sit down because our next is Teacher of the Year. Yes, right there. Our next report this evening is the recognition of Teacher and Support Employee of the Year. And so, Mary Fred Clemens, would you please come forward? Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Widmeyer, school board. Could I have some of the CLEF board members who are here please come up and help me recognize our Teacher and Support Employee of the Year people. And of course, Mike Riley is always does the Teacher of the Year selection process, and we appreciate that. We have a big party, and we recognize not just winners, but we recognize the work that every teacher does every day to make life easier for our students and make them help them succeed. Are there any of the finalists here tonight? Yes, please come up. We appreciate your being here, and thank you so much. And now our Teacher of the Year winner was Maureen Sorbonne, special education teacher at L.A. Anger Middle School. Maureen?
Congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
School board? School board? You can't somewhere. You can't get off.
Well, you've been shaking so many hands.
Yeah. I'm going to interrupt the story now for us.
Okay. Thank you. Great job.
Yeah, Doreen, you can shake hands too.
Doreen Alvarez is here. Thank you. Maureen? This is the the real money, and I understand you already have some.
Big check.
It's not the big one you put on the wall. This is the one you can take to the bank. So, thank you.
Thank you very much. This entire check, every penny will be used with my students for community-based field trips. We have 2 field trips within the next few weeks, and it'll go far, and it's greatly appreciated. Thank you.
And representing our support employees who do so much to keep the schools running and make our life easier. Vicki Tuttle, cafeteria manager at Vineland Elementary. Are there any support employee finalists here? No.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Come on up. Mary? Mary. Mary Cox. Shake everybody's hand. Thank you for coming. We appreciate you. Vicki, I have something for you. You can't spend it on food now.
No food. Thank you. Oh, I have not prepared a speech at all. So I had the 3-foot-long one, and it just wouldn't go in the ATM. So this was really, really good. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, School Board. Ladies and gentlemen, one more thing. We have Lisa Valenti from Tom Rooney's office, who has a letter for our support and Teacher of the Year. Vicki and
yes, if Ms. Tuttle and Mr. Bone could come back up. Maureen and Vicki. My name's Leah Valenti. I'm the Congressman Rooney's Deputy District Director, and he sent me here today. It's of utmost importance to him to recognize teachers in our community. He has 3 young sons, and he understands nothing more than education is our future. He is a supporter of education in Charlotte County, and he wanted to be here himself, but he's in Washington, D.C. voting. He was in the district last week, and he's sorry he couldn't be here today. But he did send these letters, and I'll just read them. I'll read you yours, Maureen. Dear Mr. Bone, congratulations on receiving the Charlotte County School District 2012 Teacher of the Year Award. I offer my heartfelt congratulations on your accomplishment. Academics and service to the community are the foundations of our society, and I want to commend you on being recognized for your excellence in both areas. Your nomination for this award illustrates your hard work and outstanding character. Without dedicated teachers, our schools cannot achieve greatness. As the father of 3 young boys, I appreciate your passion for educating our youth. I joined Charlotte County Public Schools and L.A. Anger Middle School in recognizing your outstanding devotion to our students and community. Again, congratulations and best wishes. Sincerely, Thomas J. Rooney, Member of Congress. Thank you.
Well, no. I think I'm sure. Next, celebrating our final report tonight is celebrating our first annual STEM week. And I'd like to call forward Karen Laporte and also Mr. Bedford from Lemon Bay and others.
Thank you, Deputy Superintendent Widmeyer. I just want to take a minute to introduce that some of you might have seen these posters around. It was our first time. We put them in the elevator, so a lot of the
locals here in the building saw this. It was the most outstanding, impressive display. And that's just the final of a 2 or 3 year project that's been going on at Lemon Bay. So I'm going to turn it over to Assistant Principal Bob Bedford, and he'll go ahead and produce the rest of the presentation.
Thank you, Ms. Laporte. Good evening, School Board, Dr. Widmeyer. Thank you for having us here tonight. We are here tonight to celebrate and talk about STEM Smart. STEM Smart is an initiative that was funded and started by the Gulf Coast Community Foundation. And through that foundation, we're able to have access and give access to students to certain science, math, engineering, and technology fields. With me tonight, Mr. Dan Jeffers, the principal. We have Ms. Susan Shabbat, who is a STEM science teacher. And we have 2 students. We have Eve Grissinger and we have Angelica Connor. They are also part of our Science Olympiad team, which is funded through the Gulf Coast Foundation, through the STEM Smart. They took first place in the region, and they will compete at the state competition on Saturday. Those are some of the many things that we have to offer. So what I would like to do through this foundation, it's the goal that the students get interested in the science, math, engineering, and technology fields. They learn more about it and maybe pursue education in those areas. Tonight what I'd like to do is show a little 4-minute clip on what we've been doing at Lemon Bay High School with our STEM Smart initiative. Just to touch base, one of the things that we did, we culminated the STEM Smart initiative with a STEM week at Lemon Bay High School. Ainger also did the same. And for that week, we had lunchroom presentations that you saw in there by different groups. Our technology group that shoot off the rockets. And we had that in each lunch so that the kids could come up and see what kind of courses we offer at Lemon Bay that are STEM related and get more kids interested. We also did a video every day during their WMTV News where we highlighted the different careers that were available, whether it was in science, math, engineering, or technology, and those ran. This all culminated on a Wednesday night. We had a STEM night, and we invited business partners. We invited our own STEM activities at school, and we had a big STEM fair, and it was for Ainger and Lemon Bay. We had Ainger Science Fair kids. We had Lemon Bay Science Fair kids. We invited the public. We had giveaways that evening. We had about 150 to 200 people attend that evening. We had booths set up where they could come and talk and learn more about STEM. Really successful night. We were very happy with the way it went. Then we took a group of students on a Friday to a luncheon with Salam Ishmael. And if you haven't seen him in Singularity University, it's located out in California. And he gives a speech that just blows their mind. So they listened to that about where the world is going with technology, how fast things change. And they were blown away, and they use it way more than I do. So I know that it was good at that point. And then Saturday culminated with a STEM camp. And we had 24 students from Lemon Bay attend the STEM camp. And it was at State College of Florida at the Venice campus. And they went there and went through different STEM programs to learn more about it. So it was a very successful week. And we will continue on with that. We're in our second year with the Gulf Coast Foundation on a 5-year plan for the STEM. That's what we have. Thank you.
Do we have any more reports? That's our last report.
A couple more?
Okay, for the rest of you who are diehards, you should know I have a 8-page agenda. Page 1 is done. Yes. Moving down. Dr. Woodmeyer, is there any old business? I'm not aware of any.
There's no old business.
Okay, then if there's no objection, I will recess the regular board meeting and call the public hearing to order for purposes of School Board Policy 1425, 3425, 4425, having to do with nursing mothers. Dr. Woodmeyer.
That is correct. Barbara Mellinson is here to answer any further questions that you might have. I know we have talked about this several times in workshops. So if any of you have any questions.
Questions for Dr. Oh, somebody left glasses. Any? Don't worry if you need them. Come on up and get them. Any questions for Ms. Mellinson? All right. Seeing none, are there any citizens who wish to speak tonight on this policy? All right. Seeing none, then if there's no objection, I will close the public hearing and resume the regular meeting for a recommended action. Dr. Woodmeyer.
The superintendent recommends approval of board policies 1425, 3425, and 4425.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the proposed policy, school board policy regarding nursing mothers. Is there any board discussion? And for the public's knowledge, we have had that actually on 2 different workshops, Ms. Mellinson, because I think I had sent you back to do a little bit more work on it, and then you came back with some good information. So we've worked hard on that particular policy. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That motion carries unanimously. Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda as amended.
The superintendent recommends approval of the consent agenda as amended.
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the consent agenda as amended. Is there any board discussion? Saying none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? That motion carries unanimously. Next item is the action agenda. First item is the budget amendments 1 through 6. Dr. Whitmire.
Yes, budget amendments 1 through 6 are kind of housekeeping amendments. Mr. Brasser is in the audience. I think some of you actually went to speak with him over the last week, but if you have any further questions, he's here to answer your questions.
Questions for Mr. Brasser? Typically, budget amendments such as these are really kind of just reconciliations. When we originally passed the budget several months ago, there might be some grants that we hadn't been approved for yet, that kind of thing. So these are just some reconciliations. Did I get a motion in a second?
So moved.
Second.
I was going to say, yeah. I'm sorry. Let's start there.
Okay, good.
The superintendent recommends approval of budget amendments 1 through 6.
There we
So
go.
moved.
Second.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded that we approve the budget amendments 1 through 6. Board discussion. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And that motion carries unanimously. Next item, Charlotte Alliance for a Safe and Drug-Free Community Board of Directors and Budget Report. Dr. Whitmire.
Yes, this is our Drug-Free Charlotte report, our DSO, Direct Service Organization. This evening, Amity Chandler is here to give a bit of a report to us about the budget and also the Board of Directors.
Thank you. Ms. Chandler, welcome.
That's
fine.
You're good.
Move the microphone.
In fact, if you want to swing the whole thing around, we can do that. Would it be easier for you?
No. Not in high heels. Okay, so 10 years later, here we are. Actually, we're starting our 11th year in February. We just ended our 10-year anniversary. The most of the board is aware that Drug-Free Charlotte, formerly a horrible name, Charlotte Alliance for a Safe and Drug-Free Community, became your community anti-drug coalition. And at that time, we needed funds and office space. And I was given a closet next to the men's bathroom. And 10 years later, I've added 3 staff to this building, 2 additional staff across the street at the sheriff's office, and we've had considerable success. I won't bore you with the data because you all diligently attend my meetings, and I cram it down your throats regularly, as you know. But for the record, for those that aren't familiar, in 2002, our 30-day alcohol use at the high school level was 54%. That means 54% of our teens had reported using alcohol in the past 30 days. This year, it's 36% at the high school level. Those are slow and steady reductions that we're very proud of. At the middle school level, it was 32%. That literally, in both cases, middle school and high school, was the highest in the state of Florida. That number has been cut in over half, and it currently sits at 14% this year and is holding. That number is actually so low at the middle school level, the chances of us getting it any lower are actually pretty slim, and I didn't know that we would ever be able to say that statistically. So we're very proud of that. And certainly the school district has had a very vested interest in that, first in the space and the support that you provide us that help us do business every day, certainly by the patience and very tolerant principals that allow us to saran wrap kids to poles and survey kids and pass out T-shirts and disrupt lunch classes and tear paint off of walls on occasion with tape. We use blue duct tape now, by the way, which does not tear paint off of walls with posters. What you don't know and what you don't see are things that you may not be privy to. We currently do business in 27 states across this country. We've pulled in $200,000 worth of profit last year on our school-based campaigns that we started, designed, and tested right here in Charlotte County. From a business perspective, we're probably one of the most competitive social norming providers in the entire country, which we're very proud of, and that started right here. We also currently design and manage the statewide underage drinking campaign, Be the Wall, www.bethewall.org. That has also gone nationwide, and it's in use in over half of the communities in Florida alone. And so from what started in 2002 as a, oh my, we better do something, has turned into an incredibly organized, community-supported, community-based machine, for lack of a better word, that really is not an agency. It's just more of a collaborative community spirit. This year, just actually last month in Washington, D.C., the Community Anti-Drug Coalitions of America, which is the umbrella for community anti-drug coalitions in the country, named us the Community Anti-Drug Coalition of the Year. That means, at least for this year, we are the very best in the country, and that's based on outcomes that we've achieved here in Charlotte County. 3 minutes of the 4-minute video features our partnership with the school district that was seen by over 5,000 people in Washington, D.C., including your congressman, White House Office of Drug Control, drug czar, and some other very important officials in Washington, D.C. And so we're on the map in good ways this time, not in bad ways, and not just in the state of Florida, but across the country. And that is certainly something that you all should be proud of. And so I thought it would be poor form to come to a meeting without gifts, Miss Manners. And so I am presenting to the school district our National Community Anti-Drug Coalition's Coalition of the Year Award to be displayed here in the boardroom.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
As for the DSO, we are literally amongst, if not the leanest and meanest not-for-profit in Charlotte County. We have no overhead thanks to the Sheriff's Office and School District. We don't pay for electric, we don't pay for water, we don't pay for phones, computers, toilet paper. You get the picture. And that is because of your support. What we use here at the school district in space is provided in kind match for our federal drug-free communities grant. We are in year 7. Once upon a time, we had to provide dollar-for-dollar match. Now we have to provide 150% match. So every dollar counts. I'd be happy to take another office space if you got one, just for the purpose of match, of course. And we'll do this again next year.
Great. Are there any questions for Ms. Chandler? Mr. Swift.
Mr. Swift.
Not a question, but Amity, none of this could have happened without your diligent efforts and your prodding, should I say, of people and organizations in this community, and it's a credit to you and all the other supporters of your organization.
Thank you. It's a gentle prodding.
No, it's not.
I also note, just as a board information, several weeks before spring break, I had approached the county commission about the possibility of creating a county-wide ordinance to ban the sale of spice, potpourri, and herbal incense. With the support of our principals, who were very timely in communicating to the commission that yes, this was a problem, and Ms. Prestopino, the commission has ordered the county attorney to expedite the ban on that ordinance, and I believe we'll be the first in the state to have a ban in that ordinance to ban the sale of those products. So it's all good stuff.
Thanks. Any other questions or comments for Ms. Chandler? It's good work that you do, and we value our partnership, and we really, as a parent of teenagers, appreciate the lowering of those statistics.
Absolutely.
And
slowly but surely.
Yeah. What is your greatest challenge these days?
Aside from money? Truly, we eliminated many of the obstacles and challenges years ago, and I think that we have such a good, remember our priority population is grades 6 through 12, and so we have such an excellent working relationship with the school principals, and since we have immediate access to kids, we're able to really make every dollar count. We continuously deal with perceptions in the community that drug prevention just happens in schools, that it's just somehow part of the curriculum, that the school district's got this covered. And so I would encourage you to, and do not be offended, but I'm always making the distinction between drug-free Charlotte County and the school district, because there is an obvious confusion that we're either part of the schools or supported by the schools, and we don't ever want it to get to the point where the community does not perceive or believe that prevention is their responsibility. And we don't ever want to get back to the place where that somehow always rested on the shoulders of the school board and the school principals and teachers. We've progressed away from that, but this ebbs and flows, and so I'm encountering these perceptions again because we have gotten so good at what we do and we have made progress and we don't have bad headlines, where we continuously have to remind people you have to be diligent, rates are still high, drug trends are constantly changing, it's almost exhaustive to keep up with them. And so to constantly remind the community this isn't just going to happen without the support, you just do your part by allowing us to have space. A second challenge I think that we all need to be mindful of is this session, in the legislative session, we had medical marijuana legislation that had sponsors in both the House and Senate. Typically, medical marijuana does not pass the first time around. It takes 4 tries, and so it will be back again next year. Certainly, the perception among our teens that marijuana, if it's harmful, is going down. We know this, remember, because we have 8 years of data. We can track it by gender, cohort, grade level, you name it, we can drill it down. And so I can tell you that the perception of risk of marijuana, meaning do our students think that trying marijuana is harmful, is going down. A lot of that has to do with the national dialogue about legalization and, of course, medical marijuana. Research is very clear that when a state adopts a medical marijuana policy, your youth marijuana experimentation and regular rates go up. 1 ounce of medical marijuana is about 16 joints. That's not a little bit of marijuana on the streets. And the legislation that was proposed this year, not by referendum, but just poof, right into state statute had it passed, was incredibly liberal, even allowing individuals under the age of 18 to be prescribed medical marijuana if the parent held it for them. And so we need to be very aware of the counter narrative, not just behind medicinal marijuana, but about the dangers of marijuana specifically, because our teens are hearing right now only one side of the argument, parents are hearing only one side of the argument and the narrative, and as I believe leaders and school officials, we have a responsibility to provide the counter narrative. So in that vein, I would encourage you to go on our Facebook page, Drug Free Charlotte County, or email me later. We've already created the counter narrative for you, as well as the talking points and the facts about quote-unquote medicinal marijuana, as well as what we know research says about marijuana and use in the teen years. And it's very important, especially over the next year and 2 years, as that legislation continues to come back to Florida, that in the community we are constantly providing that disruptive knowledge that educates people about the real dangers of marijuana use among our teens. And I will tell you, even adults that are marijuana proponents that will honestly say they smoke marijuana don't want middle schoolers smoking dope. And so there's your argument. Even if you don't debate it with them, just point out, I'm guessing you don't want your 14-year-old or 16-year-old smoking dope. And that typically is the bottom line, even for people that have incredibly liberal views about this particular subject. So, Ms. Messina, I know I was longer than you thought I would be, but that is going to be an incredible challenge as we move forward. It's very difficult to drive down marijuana use rates when you have a culture, now politics, now legislation, suggesting that there's nothing wrong with it.
Thank you. No, I appreciate the education. So
and as far as age of onset go, we know very conclusively that once the onset of marijuana starts on a regular 30-day basis, among our young people, prescription drugs are very close behind that, about 6 to 10 months. So we need to be aware.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Amity. How many states do have medicinal marijuana?
16.
Really?
And of those 16, 10 of them are in the top 10 for youth drug use.
Didn't I attend a meeting, and didn't they say that the people that need it for medicinal purposes, very few actually use that?
Most of the research is from California that has had medicinal marijuana the longest. But across the country, of the states that have medical marijuana, only about 4% of the users are suffering from chronic pain. THC is already available in a pill form called Meritol, and most physicians recognize that and prescribe it for their chronically ill patients. The majority of prescribers of medicinal marijuana in those states are for soft tissue pain, and they're between about the ages of 21 and 35. And frankly, we're going to have to change the narrative. We really should not be calling it medical marijuana because it's not medicine. There's only one agency that regulates medicine in this country. It's the FDA, and the FDA has already said it's not medicine. So we'll just call it marijuana.
Thank you. Anything else from Ms. Chandler? Okay, do we have a recommendation
We do.
on the, what is it, Board of Directors and
Board of
budget
Directors,
report?
yes. The superintendent recommends approval of the Board of Directors and budget report.
So moved.
Second.
Actually, we're not going to approve it, we're going to accept it.
Accept it.
That's right,
Thank you.
because it's not ours to approve. However,
That
we
is.
will accept the
I stand corrected.
Board of Directors and budget
Aye.
report. Is there any board discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And that motion carries unanimously. The Florida Inventory of Schoolhouses, the fish certification facilities data.
This is our annual certification, and the superintendent recommends approval of this certification.
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the Florida Inventory of Schoolhouses certification and facilities data. Is there any board discussion? Mr. Olivo, just out of purposes of commenting here, we're talking about, for those of you who are unfamiliar, this basically tells how many student seats are in the school district and the space, and it has to do with facilities. But I wanted you to know I was out at Lemon Bay, and I appreciate the loss of portables, and it's looking good. That's all. I wasn't going to ask a question. I just wanted to let you know. It's noted that the portables have moved. That's right. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? And that motion carries unanimously. The next items, D, E, F, G, and H, if there's no objection, they all have to do with Lemon Bay High School and the construction out there. So if there's no objection, we'll group them together. All right, seeing none, what we have here, Dr. Widmeyer, is 1 easement, 2 final inspections, and 2 payments.
Any partridges? Any pear trees?
Nope, no partridges, no pear trees, and no portables.
And no portables, right. The superintendent recommends approval of the easement, the final inspection of, the final inspection of Phase 1, the final payment of Phase 1, the final inspection of Phase 3, and the final payment, thank you, of Phase 3.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we approve the easement, the final inspection of phases 1 and 3, and the payments that coordinate with those final inspections from 1 and 3. Any board discussion? All right, seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? That motion carries unanimously, and they will be paid for the work that they've done. Personnel action and job descriptions. Dr. Widmeyer.
Superintendent recommends approval of the personnel action and job description, noting that we have 3 people in our audience that are noted in that personnel action. We have Mr. Richard Schaefer, who is the newly appointed principal at Charlotte High School. We have Jenny Hoke, who is the newly appointed principal at Sally Jones Elementary, sorry about that, and Asina Mott, who is our new AP at Meadow Park.
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the personnel action and job descriptions as presented. Any discussion? We wish all of you good luck in your new positions and look forward to working with you. So we're glad you're here tonight. Congratulations. Looks like they brought fans with them.
Madam Chairman?
Yes, sir.
I don't think we voted on that.
No, we haven't. No, that was under discussion.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were moving on. I just
No.
wanted to-
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next item is citizen comment. Do we have any citizens who wish to speak before the board this evening? All right, attorney comment. Ms. Young.
Nothing tonight, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Board member comments. Ms. Rendell.
Nothing this evening.
Oh, Ms. Miller.
Nothing.
Oh, come on. Mr. wait. Mr. Swift.
Oh. Wow.
Pressure's on.
No, we're-
Mr. Vincent.
No, it's only 6:35.
We said by 6:40 it would be over.
No,
Yeah, 5 minutes, Dr.
The only thing I do have to say is not school-related, but I have to say congratulations to Mr. Swift and his Vanderbilt Commodores for winning the SEC tournament.
Oh.
And it hurts. It hurts me deeply to say it, but at least it wasn't the Gators, so it worked out okay.
And if you don't know, Mr. Vincent is a Kentucky guy. All right. And actually, I have nothing this evening as well. So,
But I do. We are going to be
other than to say we're thanking you for serving in this role this week. And we appreciate your indulgence with all of our questions in our pre-agenda review meetings. And if you all could see the pages and pages of notes that she had and follow up, and you'd be impressed and you'd be happy that she was taking the helm this week. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and it's always a pleasure, actually. And I'd like to say that Dr. Whitaker has extended his congratulations to Maureen and to Ms. Tuttle and to Richard and Asina and Jenny, and he wishes them well in their upcoming positions, and also congratulations for being selected Teacher of the Year. We also, and by the way, he's doing very well.
Yes.
Yes, he is. I spoke with him about 3 o'clock this afternoon. He's really
not quite tap dancing yet.
No, but he is walking down the street.
Okay.
So that's a good thing, yes. And he asked me to share with you that, once again, we have gotten a Sunny Award from the Sunshine Review. This is our Charlotte County Public Schools website is a Sunny Award winner. It is presented by the editors of Sunshine Review to honor the most transparent government websites in America. Our website scored an A again, transparency grade on the Sunshine Review's transparency checklist. This year, only 214 of the 6,000 government websites ranked by Sunshine Review earned a Sunny Award. So we're very happy about that. Great. And we give thanks to Mike Riley and to John Wendt and to Jennifer Kempton, who work very, very hard to keep our website current, transparent, and lovely.
Great, thank you. Then if there's no further business to come before the board, meeting adjourned.